So today is May the 13th. It's Sunday and it's Mother's Day. This is the first Mother's Day I've had after my mom has passed, and so I decided to go on a hike to kind of clear my mind and kind of reflect on my mom. And while I went on this hike, there's something that I feel like I want to express. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2004, and the doctors only gave her 4 years to live. She ended up dying in October of 2017, which is amazing. It was dope, but the doctors had no understanding on how she was still living. She was considered a miracle. And although that was great, although I had a lot of great memories of my mom, it also affected me in another way where I didn't really realize or I didn't really know when the day was going to come when my mom finally died. This affected me a lot. For years, I was nervous to listen to voicemails. I was anxious about people texting me because I was always afraid that one day I would get that call and I would be and they would tell me that my mom has died. So this kind of really affected me, and it's affected me in other ways too. Every year that my mom lived, every New Year, it was always a question in the back of my mind. Will I see my mom live to the end of this year? This made me act differently than I would have if this wasn't in the back of my head. This made me super eager to be the son that I knew my mom wanted me to be, so she can see it before she passed away. So when I was in high school, there was a lot of things I didn't go to the best high school. There was gang violence, there was drugs, there was sex, there was all of that stuff. And because I had this thought in the back of my mind that I don't know if my mom will still be there, none of that stuff mattered to me. The only thing that mattered to me was, am I being the person that I knew would make my mom proud? As soon as I realized my mom was diagnosed, my grades automatically went up. It went from probably a 3.0 to 3.89. The next semester literally I had 6 A's and 1 B. Not because I felt like I was smart, but I wanted my mom to be proud of me because I didn't know that she would still be there. This also affected me in other ways, such as it motivated me to do a lot of things that I didn't believe that I can do, but she wanted me to do, so I figured out how to do it. For example, growing up, even till this day, there's not a lot of black men around me who went to college, went to graduate school. I knew that was something my mom always wanted for me to do. So I don't only have one master's degree, but I'm currently in another one. But I'm currently in my second master's degree, going to become a school counselor. Why does this matter? Honestly, it doesn't. It's just, but this matters because what I realized was, because I had a scare that my mom was not going to stay here or was not going to be alive. I didn't know how long my mom was going to be alive. Because I was worried, or I had a scare that I didn't know how long my mom was going to be alive, a lot of stuff that the people around me, the kids my age, the people that was connected to me cared about, didn't matter to me. A lot of the things that I felt was reckless, a lot of the things that I knew might end me, a lot of things that might have ended me up in jail, I didn't want to do that because in the back of my mind, if I would have went to jail, I didn't know if my mom was going to be alive by the time I got out. So stuff like that wasn't even a question. It wasn't even a question whether I would do it or not. And I'm looking at the positive side of it, because there was a lot of tough times while mom being sick. Like, there was a time when she was going through chemotherapy. Her fingers was purple, her tongue was purple, and when you go through chemotherapy, for those of you who don't know, it kills all your blood cells. It kills the positive, the helper T cells, the ones that help you prevent. It kills the cells that help you and the cells that are bad. So my mom got a cold, and she had to go to the hospital, and my dad came home and he told me that I better go see my mom because you don't know how long she's going to be there or be alive. This is stuff that bothered me for a long time. Stuff that I didn't realize was making me into the person that I am right now. Saying all this because anybody that might be seeing this, I want to encourage you. I know that today is Mother's Day, but I want to encourage you to not only I want to encourage you to not only appreciate your mother on Mother's Day, but don't wait until it's too late to be the person you know your mom wanted you to be, because her time is limited. I'm gonna tell one more story. So my mom died in 2017, and my grandma, she died in 2016. One of the common things I realized by seeing people go through this period of their life is they tell all the people that are close to them to go spend time with them, to, say everything you need to say. Make sure that you get closure because you know that they're going to die. A lot of times that's important for us, the individual. It'd be important for me to tell my mom all that stuff, but I'm saying that to say, Why not do all that stuff now? Why not buy them all the things you want to buy? You say you want to buy your mom a house. You say you want to buy your mom a car. You say you want to show them how much you appreciate them. How many people in your life would you just cut out when you realize that maybe tomorrow is the last day? How many things might not matter if you didn't know when the last day you would be with your mom? So that's what I kind of want to express is I hope you all are having a great Mother's Day, but do not limit the love, the goals, who you are, what you want to show them to just one day. Do all those things now when your mom is healthy, your mom is present, your mom is alive, your mom can enjoy them. There was a time before my mom died, she told me that she only had 3 weeks left, and she didn't tell my mom, she didn't tell my sister, she didn't tell my dad, she didn't tell anybody. And I sat and I thought and I realized that everything that I would want to do with my mom, show my mom, express to my mom, like, I realized that she was not going to be able to be there for my marriage. I realized that she wasn't going to be able to be there for when I had my first child. I realized that she wasn't going to be able to be there for my next graduation. My mom needed a walker to walk, so at this time she wasn't able to leave the house at all. So that means there was no more dinners. That means there was no more 4th of Julys, Christmases, Thanksgivings. No more talking to her about the girl that I was talking to. None of that. It was too late. But she was here. Just want to encourage someone, anyone that has a mom that might be upset with your mom over some petty stuff. Really take a step back, look at the big picture, and realize what really matters. She matters. And because she matters, take the time to show her. Much love.